Welcome to Netflix Movies, everyone. Jurassic World Dominion, 2022, an action-adventure sci-fi thriller movie, will be the topic of our discussion today. There will be some spoilers after this. 4 years after dinosaurs have been released on the central area, people have needed to acclimate to their presence. The Mosasaurus is seen pulling a fishing boat down in the wake of getting its enclosure of fish with its jaws. Many individuals have passed on from dino-related occurrences, and keeping in mind that many figure the ancient creatures ought to be completely killed off, others have tracked down a way in the bootleg market to sell and disperse caught all of ancient creatures wrongfully. The public authority gives control to Biosyn Hereditary Qualities, an organization drove by Lewis Dodgson, Campbell Scott, with the guarantee to keep the dinosaurs held at a safe haven in Italy's Dolomite Mountains to additional exploration them for drug purposes. News inclusion likewise takes note of that Macy Lockwood, Isabella Lesson, has vanished after her real essence as a clone was disclosed. An office in Nevada, Claire Deering, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Zia Rodriguez, Daniela Pineda, save a child dinosaur from an unlawful reproducing site. They join Franklin Webb, Equity Smith, as they get away from in a van, yet safety officers pursue them until the three figure out how to lose them. Franklin and Zia tell Claire they can never again keep this kind of work up, and keeping in mind that they support Claire and her undertakings, they are moving on to occupations that are more secure for them. In some place close to the cold mountains in Nevada, Owen Grady, Chris Pratt, is riding a pony to fight a huge dinosaurs. After he's finished, he returns to the lodge that he imparts to Claire and Macy, as he and Claire are currently her new parents. In spite of the fact that Macy likes to wander from home and witness the dinosaurs ashore, Claire and Owen attempt to keep her concealed for dread that somebody is after her. This makes her get irritated with them, and she has additionally become inquisitive about Charlotte Lockwood, whom she was cloned from. Adequately sure, soldiers of fortune drove by Rain Delacourt, Scott Cloudiness, are keeping an eye on them in the forest, Macy being their objective. Not a long way from the lodge, Blue the raptor has abiogenetically imitated a youngster, who Macy later names Beta. They go hunting together. In Texas, two kids are pursued by a tremendous multitude of beetles. This is brought to the consideration of paleobotanist Ellie Sadler, Laura Dern. She researches the homestead, where the beetles went after and gobbled up every one of the yields. Ellie is let by the kids' mom know that the adjoining crops, which were immaculate by the insects, are planted by Biosyn. Ellie reunites with Dr. Alan Award, Sam Neill, who is working with other yearning scientists. She carries a caught insect to him and makes sense of the circumstance, expecting that assuming they spread, they might wreck the pecking order. Alan and Ellie figure that Biosyn probably made them, so their harvests are that remaining parts. Ellie needs to get DNA from one more insect at the Biosyn safe haven and requests Alan's assistance. She was at that point welcomed by their close buddy, Dr. Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum. Regardless of showing some aversion, Alan eventually consents to join. Back at the lodge, Blue and Beta happen upon Owen, Claire, and Macy. They are undeniably shocked to see Blue has become a mother. The hired soldiers before long take their action and catch Beta. Macy rides her bicycle across the extension and is additionally taken by the reprobates. Owen sees this and gets Claire to pursue them. Claire says she realizes who can help them. Claire contacts Franklin, who presently works for the CIA. He assists them with getting data on Delacourt and guides them toward Owen's previous associate at Jurassic World, Barry Sembine, Omar Sy, who can assist with taking them to any place the soldiers of fortune are taking Macy and Beta. Alan and Ellie show up at the asylum and meet Ramsey Cole, Mamadou Athai, Biosyn's head of correspondences. He acquaints them with Dodgson, who guarantees they are chipping away at something progressive and momentous. Alan and Ellie are accompanied to find Ian giving a talk. Subsequently, he goes along with them and carefully lets Ellie know that the beetles are to be sure essential for a vile plan by Biosyn. In the meantime, Dodgson meets with Dr. Henry Wu, B.D. Wong, who has since become contrite of his activities in aiding move these examinations along, as he noticed that the beetles have developed at a disturbing rate. In Malta, a partner of Dodgson's, Sonoya Santos, Ditchin Lachman, calls him to say that Macy and Beta have been moved independently to Biosyn HQ. Owen and Claire likewise show up and rejoin with Barry. He carries them to an underground market dinosaur ring, where creatures are being sold, eaten, or compelled to battle. Claire meets Kayla Watts, Duanda Savvy, a pilot who flies for the sellers. She cautions Claire about meddling with anybody there, however in the end consents to assist Claire with tracking down Macy. As this occurs, Owen and Barry stay stowed away and witness Delacourt meeting with Santos to pirate Atrociraptors. The two go up against and battle Delacourt and his men. Owen orders him to say where Macy and Beta are, and he simply gives him Santos's name before he gets eaten by dinosaurs in the battling ring. Claire battles Santos and discovers that Macy is set outward biosyn, and she surpasses a free dinosaur prior to joining Kayla. Barry captures Santos, however not before she sicks one of her dinosaurs on Owen, who is riding a cruiser to find Claire and Kayla. He figures out how to get onto Kayla's plane similarly as she is preparing to take off with Claire, and Owen utilizes the cruiser to knock the dino off the incline and into the sea. Macy shows up at HQ and meets Wu. He clears up for her that, while she is a clone of Charlotte's, she is likewise her real little girl since she brought forth her. Macy watches video film of Charlotte, Elva Quaver, and sees when she was pregnant with Macy. Charlotte experienced a hereditary infection, however she figured out how to modify Macy's DNA to eliminate all hints of the illness. Wu trusts that by concentrating on Macy's DNA, he can invert the insect flare-up by adjusting their DNA. Alan and Ellie slip into the regulation space for the beetles to get a DNA test, similarly as Macy attempts to escape with Beta. Dodgson sounds the alert, which makes the grasshoppers swarm around Alan and Ellie, however they figure out how to get out securely. They meet Macy, who can say for sure what their identity is. She goes along with them as they run. They are found by Ramsey, who consents to help them since he views Biosyn's work as exploitative. He sends them away in a monorail to somewhere safe. Ellie lets Macy know that she knew Charlotte as an understudy and says she was a splendid and kind individual. In the air, Kayla's plane is gone after by a genuine Quetzalcoatlus, compelling Claire to launch and fall into the trees after they tear her parachute. Owen and Kayla collide with a close-by ice lake. They endeavor to securely advance across it, however are pursued by another dinosaur. The two make it across without a moment to spare and go to move Claire. She gets down from the tree, however needs to unobtrusively sidestep a Pyroraptor that has been following her in the timberland. Owen and Kayla stow away as the T-Rex shows up to eat, however she is held off by a Giganotosaurus, a lot bigger hunter. They figure out how to get to Claire. Alan, Ellie, and Macy are clearing their path through caves and find dinosaurs going after, inciting them to run until they make it outside. In the interim, Ian verbally smacks Dodgson around for his activities, and Dodgson fires him. Ian works with Ramsey to return to Ian's companions. He assists them with getting away from the dinosaurs by liberating them from the walled-in area. Dodgson then burns down the insect lab to annihilate proof. The flaring insects break free and start flying out of the shadows. Alan, Ellie, Ian, and Macy endeavor to beat an enormous dinosaur in a van yet are thumped down a slope. Fortunately, they land close to Owen, Claire, and Kayla, rejoining the previous two with Macy. Claire additionally will meet Ellie, while Owen meets Alan. The gathering is then followed by the Giganotosaurus, who nearly gets Macy, however she gets away. Ian battles it off by tossing a consuming material into its mouth. While the legends work on a departure plan, Biosyn begins to catch fire, constraining the representatives to escape. Dodgson endeavors to snatch his work, and Ramsey lets him know off one final time prior to leaving. Dodgson endeavors to move away in the monorail, however is cornered by a threesome of Dilophosaurus, who make a dinner out of him. Beta happens upon the legends and is quieted so they can securely bring her along. They are likewise found by Wu, who has figured out how to modify the grasshopper's DNA to stop the spread. Similarly as the gathering readies their leave, the Giganotosaurus returns, yet is then gotten between the T-Rex and the Therizinosaurus. The people escape to stay away from the dino battle, and it closes when the T-Rex drives the Giganotosaurus into the Therizinosaurus's hooks. After getting back to somewhere safe, Alan and Ellie revive their sentiment and later head to Washington, D.C. to affirm against Biosyn. Wu's work is a triumph and stops the grasshopper spread. Owen, Claire, and Macy get back and rejoin Beta with Blue. Prior to withdrawing once again into the timberland, Blue offers one final look with Owen. Please share your thoughts about this movie in the comments section. Additionally, if you enjoy my videos, please click like and subscribe for more next time. I'll see you all.